Hi guys, let me know if you can see me, okay? I don't know, because I just reopened this, okay? I don't know if you can. Oh, how annoying. Oh, 1 sec. Is it better now? Okay. Just let me know. I guess okay, great. Donna's here. I'm assuming it's gonna get a little faster now. It's just those details, lots of little details. Okay. So, oh my God, what a ride. What a ride, you guys. Yay. Victory. Okay. All right. Now I feel like I have access to the same network. One was 5G, the other I don't think it is. So I forgot to do it for some reason. Okay, to pick that one, I think. Oh my God. Oh, not everyone can see it, I guess, huh? It's upsetting. Huh. Julie did, okay. Get all the, let's see here what happens. Oh, here it says attendees experiencing audio video issues. Ask them to click the Get Audio Video Help link on the bottom left corner, or simply give them this link to join the event. Hold on, try this. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, awesome, Julie, yes. So cool. All righty. Woo, okay. Cool. All right, guys. So, oh my God, what a day, what a day. So just going back to last Saturday and why I canceled the Sunday, because it was sort of intense. Basically, I felt drained. And I think it was because for the first time, it felt like it was, it just felt like, I'm just going to explain this. I just felt like I had never really worked with spiritual work or whatever. And that was the first time. And I feel embarrassed to say, and some people will be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. But I had not like drawn protection on myself before. So I learned to do it over just as sort of like the light bubble. So this is how this other video that I've talked to you guys about this before, that I wanted to do a guided meditation. So the two of them combined. So it connected in a way. It was kind of like this technique of creating this light bubble around you. So the meditation, the thing about the meditation that was really interesting was that, and for some reason I have to listen to it again. I enjoyed listening to it, but then of course I did it with my voice or whatever. But it was like this idea that essentially that everything that we see, especially with this president, yes, to protect us, exactly, is an illusion, right? So for example, when he said the Democrats are, what is it, treason or something. Isn't that treason because it didn't clap? And it's so upsetting, right? When you hear those kinds of things, it's like, oh my God, look at this person. He's insane. He is doing what he is really doing. I think my perception is that he knows it's very close for him. He knows he has committed treason. So instead he projects it onto whoever is in front of him. Okay. So the challenge with something like that and the whole cycle of news and Trump is that they always want to create this darkness so that our focus goes on to that kind of like the emotional anger and so forth. So what I did with the the guided meditation was to visualize the light that I think we all have onto the darkness, not the person, but the false idea. Okay. So for example, he's saying Democrats committed treason. Like right away, your mind goes to, oh my God, that's not true. How could he? So instead of thinking that, I'm projecting this light onto this dark idea until it's sort of like a, like when we would watch superheroes, that the superhero melts the false thing. Okay. So that's the idea really, is that instead of me getting angry at the person, or if I realize that what they're doing or what he is doing, Trump especially, is to create this hateful images that annoy me. So I have to go beyond the person and understand. I know that the image is false, the illusion. And so what I do is I focus on the illusion, almost as if you were like a, like a laser, right? Until it disappears completely. And we know, and the truth reigns again. Okay, it's just that his whole life, I feel like, is all about lying and pretend, like putting this thing on top. Okay, so that's why I think it's so upsetting. Okay, so that's why when I saw this today, my reaction, obviously, like most people, will be like, "Oh my God, this person! How upsetting it is!" But basically, he's human. He's not above anybody, right? So if we are all human, and if we are all good people, right? Then it only makes sense that we have the power, just like he does, to project something. Okay, exactly. Not just blaming others, and I don't want to say something. I'm going to say something positive about Trump, actually, and it's not meant to be like that. But basically, one thing that he does well is this, but he projects the negative. So instead of saying, like, for example, how Obama would, with all his faults, no politician is perfect. He would project positive images and those kinds of things, and we would all connect through that. But with Trump is the opposite. It projects the negative. So what we can do, just like him, is to project the positive in silence. So instead of saying, no, that you're wrong, you're crazy, we melt it mentally, sort of, so to speak. So that's kind of like the meditation. That's what this is all about. And the next one, I need to correct a few things about it. And I was basically to perfect it. Okay. Exactly. Julie said we have power too, because the challenge, and I don't know, I speak for myself. And I think when I started the YouTube, and even here, especially, that we know each other better, I feel like I was moved by how people felt so powerless, right? Because Julie is saying here we have power too, but I think somehow this narrative makes us feel so powerless, right? There's something about it that it bothers us so much, because you feel like you can't do anything about it, and no matter what you do, it's a bullshit. That's such a lie, and it's so crazy, right? So if you take the power back mentally, right, where we say, okay, no, this is dissolving, it's over. Okay, we understand that this dark cloud is the lie, like exactly the sort of like falsity that he creates constantly. So we can undo that by projecting this light in anything that's false, because really that is the core of it, right? Because if we understand that, we know when something's wrong, like in a sort of like spiritual sense, when it's about hatred. And everything he does is about hatred. So everything he does is like to project this world of darkness. But I think ultimately we have the power to remove this darkness just by understanding, feeling the groundedness with this light. That's how I'm beginning to feel more and more. So in a way, that's what I wanted to like also come here and talk about, especially with this treason comment. I was like, oh my God, at first I was so angry. But then I was like, you know what? Actually, I feel like now I can deal with it a little better. And that the next step for me is going to create this other visualization, I guess you call it, with regular people or people that you know, or like when you interact with someone on Twitter. I get so angry when I see things. So instead, I will remember, like when I see something negative, I will think of the image dissolving instead of me being angry at the person. Because, for example, like I still follow him, but there's this guy who I used to like his writings. He's an investor, and he's like, I realize he's like extremely like Republican. And it's so upsetting, the things he writes, like about Democrats, and it makes me so angry. But now I'm like, you know what? He's believing it's almost like he has a dark cloud over him, I'm not going to waste my energy. I have to lower to his level if I sort of like become combative, right? So what I can do is to understand that the image that he's creating is false, because everything that's based on hatred is false. So just project this light onto this image until I see the image of something fake dissolving. And that's it. Not that's it. It's not like 1, 2, 3, but no mind control. That then you listen, listen and see. But it's more like it's really a kind of a groundedness in your power. That's how it feels like to me anyway. That like I have power too. It's like, because we're living in an era where we feel like, and I think that's the whole thing with the authoritarian. It's like they want to own the image, the main image. They want to be the source for all images. But we realize that we also have the power to project our own images, and the true images are really of love. That's the only thing that is real. And I think every religion says that, right? That really the only thing that lasts is something positive. So it's just, anyway, so I'm going off here, just talking about this thing. Okay, so that's how. So I'm back today because I had done this meditation, and it strengthened me again and closed my aura, I guess, you know what I mean. And B, that I saw this thing with Trump, and I was like, I want to talk about it. Okay, so that was that. And then something happened with the stock market. I saw that happen, and I went. It's funny. I wanted to order more cards on Amazon. And then I was like, you know what? I'm in New York and I'm just going to go to the store and buy more cards. So I bought more cards because I think I had told you before that I want to use the numbers. So I bought a different deck of the Lenormands. Well, I'm glad it helped. So Cynthia is talking about she listened to the meditation and it helped. So I feel like there's more for me to do with that. Cynthia, I think I feel like it's a very good, I feel like it's a breakthrough for me anyway. Because it feels like there's nothing you can do. This is the challenge. It's like I go on Twitter and I get angry and I yell at people, but it doesn't help. So moving beyond the stage of anger is like, it helps me. So anyway, guys, so let me, like I said, this was just to talk about the meditation. So I just wanted to tell you that I got new cards to use with the other ones I already have, because like I said, there's the whole thing with the stock market. I want another way to look at ups and downs. So I got, this is called the Bluebird Lenormand. It's, it's not perfect. They didn't have the ones I really wanted, I think, which are the classic ones. They didn't have those. So I got these. This is the blue. It's like, this is kind of helpful if you're learning because it has text in it and explains. I don't know if you can see it. It's just like, it's nice and pretty and like, it explains. So, but I'm just going to really use this for the number. Okay, so garden, what does it say? The gardens and treat to a party will go, new friends will arrive and romance will flow. So anyway, but it's just, it's nice. I don't know, it's just another way to look at numbers. I realized I wanted to do that. And then I got this, oh my God, this one I'm excited about. And this other ones are a new system. They're called Kipper. And it's a German. I also wanted the original, but I didn't have them. So it's a German system. And it's all these like old-fashioned cards. It's a little bit like Lenormand. And then, but this one, the reason I was looking into it, I was like, oh my God, I have to get it. Because it has all these legal cards. It has like prison, an actual prison. And I'm like, oh, I need this. Because we need to know a prison. Look, court person. Oh my God. Like Trump was going to die. It's an African-American judge here. It's crazy. So the court. So that's good. Oh my God. So it's perfect. Like all these like legal cards. Then I was like, what's perfect for this? Let's see what else we have. Yeah, because I feel like sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Lenormand is great, but sometimes so it's always good to have more. Okay, so anyway, so that's that. So I have these. Oh my God, prison. I'm so excited. I hope it comes out. Prison. I don't know who. Donnie, I got some for you. I got a gift. What is it? Prison. Prison. Oh my God, very exciting. I'm going to do meditations with like him going to prison. That's okay. That's okay, Diane. Don't worry about it. Do your thing. You know, it's a very, very casual thing. So anyway, guys, I was like, you know what? It's it gives more detail, okay? But Diane, it's gonna be on, okay? It's gonna be on so you can watch it, okay? Yeah. But I'm gonna use these cards again, okay? So you can see. If you don't see, it's gonna be on anyway. All right. Bye, Diane. All right. So guys, anyway, so that's where I am. That's what happened. Bye. Bye, Diane. Enjoy your evening. Okay. Bye. So okay. So guys, anyway, so I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever you want to do, because today is supposed to be the day where you choose what you want to find out more about. Okay. Bye, Dan. So, what was I gonna say? So there's a big themes that are the latest. I was thinking the other thing that I think would be interesting to look at is look at the last reading about the elections was kind of big. So I thought it would also be interesting to see what happens after, after Trump leaves. Like, will we be prepared for the 2018 elections, all those kinds of things, okay? Unless, do you guys prefer, or we could look at the stock market or whatever you like. I mean, tell me what you want to do, like what you think is interesting or important that you feel strongly about or not. Pick. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. I don't know. Okay, so I'm thinking, guys, of questions. Okay. I'm thinking two questions. Well, or unless you have, but basically I want to know if by the elections of 2018, if we will have safe electoral systems, if we will have changed or protected the electoral systems to avoid hacking. And that we'll be free of hacking by 2018. I mean, the elections, we already are in 2018. And then the other question is the stock market. Okay, so this whole volatility, what is happening with the stock market, and what advice do you give us about the stock market? Okay, right? I mean, just the economy in general, right? The whole, like, is it a financial crisis? What's going on really with the stock volatility? And then yeah, and that's it. And what should we do about it? Okay, and then let's look at it in the next 3 months. Okay, I think I did do the reading about the finances, but I think we can ask again what is happening right now. Okay, with the stock market now that it's crazy. Oh, and there was, I guess I haven't talked about it since. But there was one person I kicked. Well, I guess I invited her to leave the group. Somebody else, because it's about finances. So somebody in the group was asking about finances, and I said, okay, I had done that reading, and then she was like, she mailed me, and she was like, she started pushing Bitcoin. Okay, telling me all these kind of like vague things about Bitcoin, and I explained to her that I had actually worked in a bank, and I follow a lot of tech people, tech news. So I'm familiar with that. And I said, why? I said, I can't be behind something that's very shady and it's not even legal in a lot of ways. I can't, she wasn't even being clear about what she wanted. And I thought I just was like, this is disinformation. I was like, I started asking her questions and she wouldn't answer, and all this stuff she was telling me was sort of like propaganda kind of. So I was like, I'm sorry, but you know what? I just feel like you're not being. And then she started putting ICO, like pushing ICOs, which is this very complicated, like related to digital currencies, like how it's a great opportunity for this and that. And I was like, you know what? I'm sorry, I can't read on something that A, is shady if I already know it's shady. Okay. And B, it's not even if there's people who invest in extremely risky things, these are people who can invest, who are professional investors. It becomes a scam when people want to pass on these things to regular people. That's not something I'll get behind. And I would ask her really like simple questions, and she would not answer. I was like, "What? Why?" I was like, "Have you put?" Because guys, when I get direct, I'm like, "Have you put your money where your mouth is? Or are you just saying these things and on empty?" Like, she's like, "No, I have never really invested my money, but whatever." It's like, exactly. So goodbye. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like, people can watch the videos or whatever, but if they want to like contribute, or if they want me to do something or make a suggestion, then I have to feel like the suggestion is real. Exactly, Cynthia. It's like pyramid schemes, exactly. And I sent her a video of Sam Gappy, who was a great person, like a great Vedic astrologer. She claimed to be into Vedic astrology, and she claimed to be German. And I'm like, and nothing that the way she wrote didn't sound German or whatever. So she just never listened to the thing. You know, she never listened to what I was saying. And so I kicked her out anyway, because I like, it's just like honest, basic people, like real people. And that's what I feel like you guys are like. So anyway, so this is why the whole thing with the stock market, I feel like there's a lot of fakeness, and people pushing these bullshit things and they're falling apart. That's what I really feel. Okay. But people are since there's all this like all this scare, let's look at what's happening right now. Scams, exactly. Let's look at what's happening right now, and then we'll see next. Okay. And by the way, Cynthia, you don't have to put the little dot after anymore, because now my window fixed. It's okay now. Okay. Everybody's putting the period. Thank you. Now it's not necessary anymore. Just so you know, now it got fixed. So okay. So now back to the readings, guys. Oh my God, so many things to shuffle. It's crazy. Wow. So let's see what's going on at the stock market. Okay, quickly, and then we'll find out what happens by the next elections. Okay. Okay. So what's happening in the stock market? What happens next election? Okay, so what's happening? In the stock market, what happens next elections? What's happening? Stock market, what's happening? 2018 election, 2018 elections. Oh, I'm sorry. What is happening in the stock market right now? What's happening in the stock market right now? And a little timeline here. So what's happening in the stock market right now? In the stock market. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So let's see here what's up. Oh. Okay. So just drinking something. So I feel like here we have the theft card, which is obviously it's upside down. So I feel like the sense I'm getting here is that people are becoming aware. There's like there was always I've talked about this before this even happened, right? We were talking about this feeling that there's a false positivity, right? And I feel like it means that some people were cheating, and now people are getting to coming to terms with this, okay? And it's also possible that the people who are cheating were exiting something, okay? And this is an ending. So there's an ending to this theft, okay? And we have plans. So they're starting, what I feel like this is, they're starting to look at the sun here, to look at the shady situations. And so I think this is what I'm getting. Now it's making sense. So the people who are stealing, they're starting to exit the market. Okay. But there's a lot of entanglements with groups, or I feel like there's a group of people who are entangled in this, okay? They're tied up in this. And people are in the process of making decisions about. It's interesting. I mean, I think, in this case, it's also the White House, because I feel like exactly Don is saying taking the money and running, exactly. And I feel like this is also, people are coming to terms with the White House, right? In the sense of like, they're making a decision. They're like, okay, what do we do about the White House? Is this, it's fucked up. It's not, because you know what I mean? I feel like people are like, oh, let's play it fun. Like, let's make it fun, whatever. The people with money, right? So suddenly they're like, oops, it's coming. Either they're complicit in the sense that I think this, oh, you know what? I think I've come to realize something. This card of, I'm starting to see it just because of the context where it has popped up as making a decision, making a judgment on someone or something. So I feel like the public is making a decision on the White House. So they're waiting to see, in the sense of like, they're like, hello. So here's the public is entangled in whatever drama is happening at the White House, okay? So that's it. So I pulled out a number card, because I want to see just 21. So this is the mountain, okay? It says here, confront the mountain. This clear obstacle is a chance to succeed. Courage and persistence are all you will need. So this also, this one card itself alone talks about problems, right? It's a long-term problem or a problem. And so I pulled out, this is experimental, guys. So like the new cards that I got, I'm excited about them, but I'm realizing they're not as easy to see because they're very detailed. So this one is a military person. It's different types of people. So military person next to a court person. Now that's interesting, because what I'm getting here is that, you know how the SEC, for example, is investigating all the digital currency right now. So I feel like that's what they are. They're the police in some way, okay? The police of the stock market. And here you have the court system, which I think is related to the court person. Could be Mueller, okay? Mueller is getting closer. And what do we have? Unexpected money. And I think this relates to, like, the SEC came, Mueller's coming, and they're looking at all of this money that looks like, wow, look at all this money. Huh, interesting, weird, okay. And then you have theft right next to this money. So I think, guys, really it looks like to me, okay, that this money is some sort of like shady. There, I feel like that, you know what, and I'm getting this very strong feeling that they're realizing the connection between the unexpected money, in the sense of like the huge amounts of money, and some sort of theft, meaning money laundering. And then you have the house again. Another, in this system, it means more like just real estate. Okay. So I feel like it is related to some sort of money laundering situation here. Okay. So that's, I think, what's happening. Now let's look at what happens in the next. So should I ask, like, what should we do about it? What's the advice here? Or should I just go month by month? I feel like it'd be nice to look at advice, what we should do, right? Cynthia, okay, let's do, what should we do about it now that, what should regular people, like not invest, like people like us, what should we keep in mind? What attitude should we have now that this is happening? Okay. Okay, here, let's see where this is. Okay. Exactly, Donna. Donna's saying it would be awesome if Mueller takes down the banks and stock. Yeah, because I feel like, Donna, that's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking? I'm seeing this. He is, because here it said that the military, I think in the sense, it's the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, and Mueller, right here. Okay, so I feel like they know it's getting closer. Okay, so this is why I think they're like, because I don't know if you're familiar with this, because actually I wrote this to this woman who had written to me about Bitcoin, and I was like, do you know that the SEC is investigating all these ICOs and that they're looking into this thing called Tether, I think it's called, and it's like they was like this fake thing that they used to prop up the price of Bitcoin. So they're discovering all these things. Okay, so it's like they're seeing the connection, and the propaganda people, this is what I thought was strange. The woman who was sending propaganda to me, the text said, oh, you know that the NSA, invented Bitcoin. I was like, excuse me? Because, it's like the Russian propaganda, all they say is like, it's like Edward Snowden recooked. So it's like the same bullshit constantly, like that it's a very clear. So I feel like what I'm saying is like they're trying to get people to buy this because they know it's the last, they know it's like the last of the scam. They can't do it much longer. Okay, so let me look at this. So this is a victory, but then going upside down, undoing a victory of a man. Okay, so it's like, it could also be in terms of a stock that it's like, it's going to go, it was up and it's going to go down. The loyalists, and this is somebody in isolation, loyalists. So the friendly gentleman, okay, the person who is a good person or a friendly gentleman, I think, it could be Mueller actually, guys. So I feel like this is wrong works. Okay, so group of people working together on something wrong. Foreign ship. So I think here it's looking to me like, and then they are pushing. I feel like this is an energy of being aggressive towards. Okay, so I feel like what it's saying is that they're retreating, because this is a being aggressive, and I see it in some ways as being retreating or not being as aggressive. And this is the answer here. So I feel like it's saying is that the people are taking their money out. These people who manipulated a lot are taking the money out. And the wrong works by the foreign power is the answer, is key here. So on the one hand, we have the man here who's a good person, who in some, I don't, honestly, I'm probably, I can pull more cards, but I don't think this is a bad person just because we have the dog underneath. And without the signifier of Trump, I don't think it's a bad. So the man is looking at the foreign wrong works, okay, and the isolated incidents or something isolated that doesn't make sense, and they're retreating, okay? So this is what it's telling us. Now, I pulled the card 19 at the bottom, and I'm using this number thing as a way to like look at how the numbers, like how do you say it? The level of the numbers, like if it goes down and up. So this is 19, this is 21. So it's telling me that it's going to go even lower, okay, than what it is today. So there's going to be not that much more, but a little bit further down, okay? And so Interesting. Oh my God, this, this new set of cards, I'm like actually enjoying it because I guess it's new. This is like high honors. Okay, so I don't know what it refers to. There's a man bowing before the king. A long way. Okay, so I want, let's see. And then we have little child. Okay. Main person. And his thoughts. So I think what this means actually is that I see it as the high honors. I feel like there's a long way before we get to the reality, like we goes up again, okay? Because we have the child is at the center. It's saying the long way, like it's gonna take a while to go up, okay? 1 second, Lucian, I just want to finish. So basically, it's about the stock market, Lucian, and where like what should we do? And I'm explaining that I got new cards. So it's the advice, like what's, what to do, what's going on. Okay. So I'm just explaining here this new system, not new system, just added explanation. So anyway, so a long way to get to the high honors. We're at the beginning. Okay. We're at the lower, meaning the child, because, but we have like, I feel like the child man, main person here, probably Trump, is worried. So I feel like it's the beginning for us, okay, in the sense that, like, how do you say it? It's going to be a while to like get to the bottom of this, not just get to the bottom, but to go back up again. And the main person, meaning Trump, is worried. He's very worried because he knows he's right here. So it's eventually going to get to him and to what he has done, right? Okay, so I think it's like explaining, I feel like what this reading is telling us is that this is a consequence of people who are shady, understanding that. Hi, Barbara. We're just talking about the stock market. Lucian just arrived too. So this is the advice about what to do about this moment, okay, of the stock market. And anyway, so just to give you a quick overview here, Barbara and Lucian. So this is it's saying that this situation that's happening in the stock market is because Mueller is getting closer, and the people who are shady investors, they're leaving. They're taking their money out because they're sensing that it's getting closer. And I'm comparing numbers here, and it's probably going to go a little bit lower than what it is now. We went pretty low today, but that it's going to be a long ride before we can get up, go up again, because we're kind of like at the beginning of like this unbundling, I guess I'm thinking of it that way. And that Trump is worried because he knows it's gonna get to him. It's getting to him, okay? Because that's what I feel like. I feel like Mueller is going through this kind of like a domino situation, okay? It's like getting to those people quickly. Well, not quickly, like one by one, all right? So that was that. That was intense. Now, do you guys want to know what's going to happen next to like the next 3 months for the... Yeah, I don't sense, you know what I'm getting here, Cynthia? I'm not getting the sense of a crash in the sense that it's saying that it's this money pulling out. They're going to discover a lot of things. It may look different. Like I think people are selling, okay? But the people are selling because they know that the shadiness is going to come up. It's going to be exposed, okay? That's what I'm sensing. Okay. So, okay, maybe you know what? Maybe Cynthia, let me ask this question directly like you asked. Is this a serious financial crash? Like let's see if you could tell us, how serious is this? Is it okay if I ask this question? Do you mind? I don't know if I feel like it's too intense, too scary to ask this question. Is it okay? Like if I feel like you guys okay if I ask this question, because I'm thinking, how serious is this? Okay, how serious of a financial crisis is this, or what's happening in terms of the degree of like how serious, okay? And what, okay. Okay. Okay, and then let's see here. Oh my God, I love it. Oh my God, guys, the best, the best. Because I'm sorry. Okay, this is there's many little steps to this, but I pulled out this news. I'm excited. If you guys, you guys who just arrived, I haven't told you about this new cards that I got, and my favorite card just came up. This new set of cards. It has all these legal cards I'm very excited about. And look at here, it's perfect. Prison. Somebody's going to prison. Look. Oh, look, sad news. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. Sad news. Oh no. So it's great because it's saying I think these people are going to prison, okay? Marriage card. Okay. Woman. Work occupation. Is that Ivanka? I don't know. So anyway, so it's interesting. Oh, we know the woman who is it? Maybe it's Russia. Of course, the woman is always Russia when it's a woman. Oh my God, Supermax. Supermax prison for people. Supermax. Sad news. Oh my God, look, sad news. There's a guy. Oh my God, an older man who's sad. Who? Look at that. Oh no. Oh no. Somebody's crying. Oh no. Who's that? Michael Flynn? Oh, it's a woman. Looks like a man. It's so. Oh, maybe it's Trey Gowdy. It looks very strange. This woman looks like a man. Looks like Trey Gowdy. Anyway, so oh no. So Mary, oh guys, oh my God, you know what? I'm getting it. I'm so excited about this. I have no idea. So basically the prison, sad news. Oh no, somebody's going to prison. Oh no, who's that? Oh no, who? Marriage card. So marriage, I'm assuming it's the same as all the other like all the other systems of cards, which is like a deal, okay? The ring, because as you know in Lenormand, the ring, for example, is a card of a deal, and so this must be too, even though I haven't actually read in detail. And look, what's this? The main person. So now this set of cards, instead of having a lady card, it has they call it main person, and it's a man and a woman. So the woman will be the equivalent lady card. So it's always Russia, right? So the people there's sad news. Somebody goes to prison because they have a deal with Russia. And they do work for Russia because right next to this, you have the work card. So, oops, somebody's going to work for Russia. They go to prison, finally. I got call from Washington that our people are going to jail. That's terrible. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Sad news, prison. Sad news. I'll send your care package. Oh, my God, I would love to send a care package with like mice sandwiches for Stephen Miller. Like imagine he goes to prison. So anyway, so I asked if this is a serious, I'm like getting distracted because there's all these layers, guys. So this is a person who is flipper. So this is, I think, is Trump, okay, and is guilty, okay. I think this is a guilty person turning stuff upside down and creating illusions with money, okay. Illusions that are financial illusions. So he's guilty of this thing, okay? Financial guilt. Guilt about money or some guilt related to something financial. And then we have here financial dealings behind the scenes. And there's news that there's news of this conversation. There's news of this discussion. A message, okay? So I feel like I said, guys, I am believing this for some reason, that we are experiencing this, like something's going to come out about Trump, and that's going to be the bottom, okay? No, I don't know the Flipper song. I have to look it up. I don't know the Flipper song. I have to look it up, guys, next time. Flipper song, I don't know. So, okay. Oh, and I have to show you this. So I pulled out more cards, okay? And it's a lady. The card for the number is 29. So it's further up. It's up higher than the others. So what I feel this means in this context is that basically it's not as bad as we think it is. It's all related to Trump and to his guilt. So a lot of people, because a lot of people are going to basically I feel like people who did this, who are associated with Russia, are going to jail. So this is, you know what I'm getting, guys? It's really the sense that as it's like, and I'm thinking of, for maybe it's these cards that look like Middle Ages in a weird way. Kind of like, you know how Middle Ages, when like the enemies were getting closer to the castle or whatever, there's all this agitation and people were like kind of throwing, you know, trying to like get ready, and it was very stressful and they didn't know what to do. And this is kind of like the desperation that I'm thinking. They know that it's coming for them, so they're trying to get rid of whatever they can, okay? So, because you have here their guilt of money and guilt of shady dealings behind the scenes. So guilt of money and guilt of shady dealings behind the scenes. So I feel like the message here is until these people go to jail, that's when we're going to see the bottom. Like, you know, it's a sense of like, in this case, it's really about pulling, you know, what's underneath, the kind of thing. Okay, so it's like we have to see what's rotten, and then when we see it, that's when things can rebuild. But it's possible that it is gonna take, okay, that is gonna take a while. But I feel like right now what we're seeing, this is what I'm getting to, guys. This is just the message here, is that until this is the beginning, okay, of this is the beginning of the end for them. This is the beginning of Mueller's time, like Mueller's golden era. So he's going to close them in. Okay, and so like scorpions, you know, like those, they try to like kind of kill everything around them and throw things to the wall to preserve themselves. So until Mueller closes the door on all of them, the market will not go up again. It has to do with Trump has to leave. Until he leaves, it's gonna be this chaos, because people, like real people, are not gonna know until the real people understand what is really going on. Yeah. So see, what should our attitude be? Just our attitude. That's all we need to know. Our attitude. What should deal pain? Yeah. Yeah. Just pain. I feel like it's just like, hold on. You know, like I'm just saying, see if there's any. I feel like just hold fast, and I feel like pray. I mean, this is me. Like, okay. Pray in the sense of like the whole meditation thing, like in the sense of like, make it happen fast. Exactly. Make it happen fast. Oh, here, interesting. Oh no. Oh my God. This is amazing, guys. I love it. I love it. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. I feel like I pulled all these cards, and it's like expectation. There's this interesting card. It says like, you get like, it's anxiety basically that you create. Yeah, be grateful. And it's saying gloomy thoughts. So you get expectations, get anxiety, then you get these gloomy thoughts, and then it says grief and adversity, like it creates more. Okay, and then bereavement. Oh no, look, so oh my God, look, I love it, guys. Somebody dying. Who's it? Ding dong, coffin, ding dong. Oh my God, I love it. And then living room. I don't know what this card living room means, but maybe it's like socializing or something. Let's see here where is it? I don't know. Yeah, so I feel like it's just gonna be, the cards here are all pretty. Okay, let's see. Hello, where is it? See if I can, oh, maybe it's here. Okay, let's see what it says. The living room. I don't know what that card is, but what it says. 21. Huh, interesting. Living room stands for a private domain, your own four walls, privacy, and the place where you feel secure. Okay, so I feel like this card is also an important time card. It tells you that something is imminent, about to happen. So I feel like ultimately, what it's saying is that stay safe, stay home. Okay. There's like, the more you get anxious, the more, and have dark thoughts, the more they come. But then actually bad things are gonna happen. Somebody's dying. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no, who? Oh my God, look, it's like, I wonder who that is. Kushner, somebody. And it ends with the living room, which I think is ultimately stay inside, Like, be safe in your, environment, because it's just a shakeup that's gonna, you know. And I don't know why I'm getting this image of like civil unrest or something, but I don't think it's like, I feel like it's sort of like, remember, like how you have to create your own tranquility, internal tranquility. That's what I get from it. Like, you're responsible for your own comfort, because outside is going to be tough. Not for us, but I feel like it's gonna, we're gonna see the truth. Like, it's just all these mixed feelings of negativity, the matrix. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, that's what I'm getting, guys. Okay, so that was that. Now let me just say quickly, like, what, and I feel like, because these cards are pretty, like, okay, I'm trying to think. I still get a feeling that it's pretty soon, okay? Because I feel like you have the expectation, which is now, like, we're anxious about something. We get like scared, but then there's this darkness, but then bereavement. It's like all these super dark cards, but bad things truly happen. Like, it's not just that we expect. There's the sadness about this administration, but I think ultimately bad things happen to these people. Thank God, you know what I mean? Because there's like real, either somebody actually dies, or, okay, something like that. And I feel like this one interesting card here, like I said, this living room card tells us that, that's what I get this message strongly. Like, you have to, like, hold on to your center and remember it, because it's like, hold on tight inside, create your comfort, remember your values, because all the people that are fake are going to fall apart. All the things that don't matter are going to go by the wayside. And I feel like that's what they're sensing now. Honestly, I feel like they know that it's coming to get them. And like, it's the structures. Oh, and by the way, I have to read this article, but I have to link to it as well. Apparently they arrested one of the biggest, and I was like, almost got goosebumps when I read it. So they arrested the biggest money launderer in the world. Okay. Yeah. Send love to the followers. Going to be hard for them. Yeah. But I know. Yeah. I just feel like, yeah. Anyway, so they arrested this big money laundering person, and apparently, he, and the way I think it was an article from an Australian newspaper, and it said that he's the Goldman Sachs of money laundering, and it reminded me of that reading I had done, that there is a whole other parallel banking system, and I feel like that's part of it. Okay, the whole, like, kind of tearing these things apart. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so any more questions? Let's see. Let me just have a quick look on the next months. Okay, just this month, next month, and okay, March. Let's say now. March, April. Okay, so, and guys, I got just so you know, for March again, I got the letter here, meaning probably an indictment. Okay, so it's going to create long-term problems. They're going to last a long time. So I feel like, although I asked the question for the financial crisis, meaning financial, what is this, what do you call it? Like stock market. I think it still is related to politics in some way. It could also be that documents come out about, I don't know that it is about documents. I just feel like, yeah, I feel like it's, yeah, I feel like as this happens, I feel like what I'm sensing is that exactly, is like, I feel like the image I'm sensing, guys, is like people who are in prison, like us, like as if the image I'm getting is like, if we were in prison and we first saw the sunlight again, and we're like, oh my God, we're so excited because we were imprisoned by this like ideas, so finally, like, we see the light. Because it's interesting that as the mountain comes, right, we have hope again. So as difficulties mount for the other people, things improve for us. Okay. And the people who turn the world upside down get something, get the anchor, I think, okay? I believe. Now, let's see. Oh, and I wanted to also say something that interesting, the awakening. Oh, that's right. Somebody said, like, there's a couple of people who are like, oh, I don't know about your timeline. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what? In a way, it's not relevant whether it happens or not. Okay, in the sense of like, it's not proof. Okay, it's not foolproof. But at the same time, I feel like doubt is really, at this moment, it's not useful, because you'd be like, oh, like, what are you going to think? Oh yeah, they won. It's over. No, I'm never going to think that. You know what I mean? Because I think we do have Mueller. We do have. It's not like we're like stuck. You know, it's not like it's a real dictatorship yet. You know, we still are like trying to exercise the Constitution. Okay, so that's important. So yeah, I feel like. Yeah, I feel like it's looking into. Yeah, right now it's like I'll show you. I don't think it's. I just wanted to show. I feel like I have so many cards. It's crazy, but like, let's see here. And then here, yeah, interesting, because I got the Rider. I feel like in a way this could also be the most dramatic month, you know, which is March. But you know, could even go lower, maybe. Like experience the low, like, because I feel like, you know, I'm sorry to say this, but I think Trump is the enemy of the population, in the sense that I think him and his like shady people are capable of trying to destroy the system before they leave. You know what I mean? So I feel like if he goes to prison, like he's gonna do whoever these shady people are, they're gonna try to like, you know, get away with whatever. And it's showing here February, like heartbreak and a gift. And I feel like I do sense this as a corruption, because we have right here the government and the wrong values, you know, nostalgia people. So I feel like there was money put in the government, you know, gifts to make the government turn to that shady like value system, and money, like big money and lots of money. Okay, so they're looking into how this money got into the government and how it made the government change. It's not just that they are ideologues, it's that they're driven by money, right? Because that's what I think it's showing. There are actually very few people in the government who are true ideologues. I think Stephen Miller was one, and another person. Most of them, it's really just about the money. And they realize that this is the way to do it for them. They're like, oh, whatever, there's a sucker. Like the one who mailed me with that bullshit. Like, you know, they don't care. They like email people who they think they're going to buy like bullshit, you know? And so like, so you know what I mean? So gifts to the government, like a lot of money given to the government in order to like make it go backwards. So this is February. So I feel like people discover this in February. And then like I showed you March, there's a letter, and I feel it's likely the indictment. Okay. So, and then opportunity for this. And I feel like April is interesting. Opportunity for the snake here through like Russia. And what is it? Oh yeah. Dark secrets come out. These dark secrets made opportunities and alliances that are not working out anymore. Shady people, right? The snake right here. And the lady, we know that, what that is. You know, basically things in the middle of the night happening, things that are not clear. So this is coming out. But I think essentially what is coming is that the indictments look like exactly, Donna said, take back all the money they stole and give back to the people. Not the 1%. Exactly. It's not like we're, you know, people say, oh, it's not like we want to do like crazy, like, so like communism or anything. It's just more like make it for everybody else. Oh, and somebody posted a comment I thought was interesting. She said, like, you know, these people that they should be punished. They should live like a person who lives on minimum wage with no health insurance and get like $1.50 per week. What is it? More in their salary. And that's it. Like make them live how other people live. That's it. Minimum, you know? So anyway, so yeah, so this is like we finally understand more the indictment comes probably in March, but then we find out more and more in April about all of it. So let me just see those other cards, like what they say. And this is, again, guys, about the stock. It should be about the stock market, but I don't know why this stuff is coming out. One second. Let me find where these other cards are. So many cards. So little time. Oh my God. Where are you guys? Where did you go? Oh, here. So let's see. February. Interesting. Yeah, it's interesting because it's saying kind of like similar, like success in love, meaning I feel like the alliance that got, receiving a gift. So they got together, they received a gift, and they were very happy. Oh, look, it's like they're seeing how all of this, yeah, exactly. So they were like seeing how all of this connects, how all of the, everybody, it's like one hand washes another, how you say it, those kinds of things. You wash my hand, you got your back. And in March, let's see. Oh my God, look, oh my God, I'm excited. The same pleasant letter, the same month. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm like, whoa, a change. Oh, March, the letter and a change. Woo. A journey. Ooh, somebody goes away. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, seriously. Like, and it's like the fact that, that Paul Ryan, like, I can't believe he said that, like, as if he actually believes that people would buy into that bullshit. They were like, oh no, let me just write a thing. It's like, just say, 150. I'm there. So, I mean, I'm sure they, for them, it's a big thing. I mean, they can, like, it's so condescending. It's not just out of touch, but it's just so wrong. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my God, very excited. No, look. So this is for April. Okay, so this is the last. So this is big hope, big water. Oh, great. And then a court. Uh-oh, everybody's happy because there's court. Somebody goes to court. And it's court about money laundering court. Everybody's happy. Rich. Oh my God, look, it's a blonde guy. Look, a blonde guy, rich guy. It says rich, good guy. I don't think he's a good guy, but he's rich, so that works fine. And then his short illness. I'm sorry. I hope he dies. Sorry, it said it. Okay. So anyway, so that's that, guys. So that's, I think it's showing that in April, people are happy, but there's still like court stuff going on about this person, the blonde rich guy related to money. Okay. So I feel like also I have a sense that in April, like it begins, oh, you know what it is also, because the image I got was avalanche, or like a huge water, like starts breaking with all the like cases against him. So I feel like this is maybe the RICO, or like the case where like not just the indictment from Mueller, but all these judgments about money. Exactly. I feel like it's all these things related to money laundering. Because he thinks, I feel like I get the sense that it's like he thinks it's one thing, but it turns out being another. You know what I mean? I feel like it turns out that it's like when he realizes it's like much worse for him. They got him in everything. You know what I mean? It's like they got him in like every single thing. So that's that, guys. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Oh look. Oh, look at this woman, the rich girl. False person. It's interesting. Anyway, so that's that, guys. I was like, I thought this was very interesting, actually. I wasn't expecting it. Okay. But and in some ways I feel like it wasn't really just about, it's almost like the stock market thing kind of went sideways. I just feel like right now, honestly, it's like the moment when it's a little bit like a person is feeling fine, and then one day they like feel something, they go to the doctor, and the doctor is like, this could be cancer, so you have to do all the tests, okay, to see what is really happening. But until you get the tests done, it's going to feel very bad. Okay. Until you know something. And I think that's kind of like now it's the operation to remove the darkness. They're trying to like leave themselves. But I think now it's only going to get up after Mueller goes into everything. There's no way out of it for them anymore. It's plunge from now going forward, okay? So oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, I feel like now it's just going to be, and I'm trying to think, okay, so do you have more questions about this, or should I, because I feel like it would be interesting to see the thing about the elections. If we're going to have safe elections in 2018 without the hacking or not, or what's going to happen until then or something. Okay. Because I feel like there's just so much going, right? I don't know. I feel like that was one unresolved question I had after that reading that we did on Saturday. Unless there's more questions related to this that you want to know about. So let's look at the elections, right? If are we gonna? This is why I feel like it's also like such a big thing for Mueller, because it's like not only does he have to take him down, but we have to remove all these people. Can you? I mean, guys, look at the reality. Let's. I don't want to be like harsh or like scare anybody, but it looks like we've been invaded already. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, we don't have fair elections. Like the election results are altered. Not all of them, okay, but like, right? Don't you think that there's like, if they got that voter information, I was reading this, I have to do this probably next Saturday about Cambridge Analytica and the voter data. It looks like they stole all the voter data from Democrats and they gave it to the Russians. Can you imagine they did that? How are you going to recover from that? You know what I mean? It's a lot. They have a lot. So it's just another piece of the puzzle. It's not just removing him, but removing all these like shady people that are involved. It's really a corrupt mafia, like really. And I used to read this and it seems so abstract, but now it seems more real. What do you mean, Cynthia? You said what? What? Oh my God. What, the thing about the... Exactly. It seems like Russia used democracy to win a battle, not the war. Exactly. So I feel like, because, no, seriously, like, I have to do more. Like I said, I want to do more readings on the data operations. But I was reading, maybe that's what Cynthia is shocked about, that they did steal. Yeah, Cambridge Analytica. That's right. That's right. But guys, it has to be, even tomorrow, maybe, like, or as soon as possible. It has to do I have to do a whole reading about, there's not, the guy Brad Pascal. Yeah, Russia's sole aim is to destroy democracy all over there. Because, the reality, if we see this, that the problem for them is that they have these like shady businesses. They steal money, right? They get businesses. And I don't know why, like there's Americans, like the libertarians are all over them. Because if you are owned by Russia, all the money goes to them. You're supposed to pay them, like apparently even up to 50% of the profit to them. Nobody wants to be in that, you know what I mean? So I feel like essentially, anyway, yeah, we have to look into this and how we are going to recover from this, because this is what I was saying. So they have this corrupt banking system. And I think that's ultimately what digital currencies are. Like they're kind of like a very crime-friendly way of not being able to track where the money comes from. And that's what they want. They want to take over the banking system so that they can have power. But they don't really have, this is what's weird about them, is that they don't have true power, right? They don't have as much. It's like, it's basically a handful of people, not handful, maybe 30 people or something who are the oligarchs. I have to read this. What Putin wants. Exactly, I have to read this. Lucienne saying The Atlantic Monthly's current cover article, what Putin wants. Yeah, so So yeah, so I feel like it's not just removing Trump, it's removing the Republican system that, you know, did the fake elections, and then also all the, you know, the pro-Russian people in the government now. There must be hundreds, guys. I feel like it's going to be between 300 and 400 here alone, at least. Even because it's like, I mean, look at these readings. I've been doing, it's like 20 something, and I haven't even gotten to like most people. Can you imagine like how many people that we don't even know exist? So, okay. So let's see here. Okay. Yeah, rats quiet, exactly, quiet in the cellar, Luciano was saying. And I'm thinking, guys, so what I'm going to do, I'm thinking like to do the spread where it shows the moment, what's happening in the elections, if like right at the moment where of like the next elections, if it's fair, you know, if it's clean and so forth. And then a part where like where we are now, what happens between now and the elections, and what happens at the moment of the elections. Because there's just a lot of different elements that go into this, I think. And yeah, and I feel like this would be helpful to see who, you know what I mean? What happens? Oh my God. Oh my God. Cambridge Analytica has set up. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I have to do, guys, I have to do Cambridge Analytica. And you know what I was thinking too? I have to do like an org chart kind of thing and explain, because it's so complicated. Like what they've done. Okay. Because the thing I saw that like, because after Cambridge Analytica got this information, I think this information also went to the hackers. You know what I mean? It's related in a different way. So they stole the data. They have all the voter information, and they weaponized it. Okay. So that's you know, maybe I'll do that. You know what, guys? I should do that for next time when we do Cambridge Analytica. I have to prepare the chart. So once it's done, I'll post it and we'll see. Okay, maybe tomorrow, maybe whenever. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so tell us about what's going to happen by the next election. Okay, so are we going to have, the question is, are we going to have fair, clean and fair elections by the next? We're going to have clean and fair elections. Oh my God, I know. Don is saying, imagine the chart Mueller has. Can you imagine? So are we going to have elections that are free of computer hacking and Russian interference in general, and computer hacking and Republican, you know, shadiness? Are we going to have where we are now, where Mueller is right now? Okay. Should I ask where is Mueller, or just, yeah, where is Mueller right now? What is it gonna do between now and the next election? And where is the country in general going to be by then? Okay. Yeah, can you imagine, guys? Totally, it's like crazy. It's like a crazy database of like, and I see like number 700 people, like 700 numbers. They're like, because imagine all like if how many people were in the Trump administration, like the secretary, all the people, because if you think about it, a lot of the lower people are the ones who actually have information that is useful. So they have to interview the lower people first. Oh my God. Okay, so what are we going to have fair elections by 2000? You know, when they happen, tell us. Where is? Oh my God. Okay, so yeah. Well, midterms, Donna, right? That's the next one. Let's see, right? That's what I think. Like these coming up. I think coming up because it's the, you know, right now, because I think it's like, right? Do you guys, is it okay? Because I feel like it's like it's still coming up. It's in a way the biggest danger, because I feel like they know that we are close to get, like the blue wave is real. Okay, the blue wave is definitely real, but they could try to stop it by, you know, hacking everything, whatever they can, because they're desperate. They know if they like. And this woman who was on Facebook, not Facebook, YouTube, she was like, "Oh, I don't know that, you know, Mueller just is not going to go through this. It's not." And I'm like, I think he will. I actually believe that they're going to go all the way and investigate everything. So what happens to 2018? 2018. Oh. You should tell her you were posting her name for people to watch for. Okay. I don't know. Okay. So what's happening now? Let's see where we are now. Where Mueller's in terms of the election. Stop figuring out. So anyway, so guys, this is an ending to the finances. Okay, the bosses. This is a key. So like, I'm trying to think here. Because the answer card is isolation. It's interesting. What does this mean? This isolation, financial answer. You know, I feel like maybe he's doing this in secret or like something like that. And the people pushing the illusions, the family, or talked about it, the mob family of the Republicans and their relationship. Yeah, the illusions they created. And the aggression behind the scenes. I think it's basically, you know, cheating in a way, like being kind of pushing behind the scenes. And he's uncovering all of this. I think it's like the cheating that's going on. Okay, so Mueller has this information. And I pulled out the other little cards here just to confirm. This is a marriage card, so deals, right? Deals in court. So they are, you know, meaning Mueller is there's going to be legal problems, right? Because he's going to look into their relationships and a lot of money. So again, the combination that we saw before, the court's going to look into this money that was put into the election from, this is a good, I don't want to say it's a good man necessarily, but it's like a, you know, maybe it could be donors or could be whichever, whoever, wherever the money comes from. And I think it could be Trump. And it's funny, look at, this is interesting because it's like this card is a man. I think it's Mueller, good gentleman, because it's a man who's killing a lion. Look, he's like, he had killed the lion. So he's pretty strong. Did he kill the lion, or maybe the lion is his pet or something? But I feel like either way, if your pet is a lion, you're fine. So this is now, okay, so he's like looking at all these financial connections. Okay, so what happens between now and the day of the actual election? You know, like what happens, what needs to be done or something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, because as Cynthia said, the lion denotes strength. Exactly. Overcoat, no cartoon. Exactly. Kill a lion, Don Jr. Oh my God, that guy. Can you believe? Like, what? Okay, what kind of person does that? Seriously, what kind of person goes to see these animals and kill? Like, it's so cowardly. I'm sorry, so wrong. Oh my God. So anyway, so this is competition and aggression, and there's news. Uh-oh, what is the news? Oh no, I don't know. What is it? What is it? So somebody makes a decision. Uh-oh, shh, shh. News of a cut. Somebody got caught. I wonder who that was. I think I know who that was. It's Cheeto. I think I know what that was. Can you believe it? It's like I can't even. If I was even like near those animals, I'd be like, oh my God, I'd be like so scared. Of course, I'd be like watching them. They're so amazing. Can you imagine a person who takes a gun and kills them? I don't understand. It's so wrong. Like they're so rare too. You know, it's not like it's not a chicken or something. You know, not that a chicken. Whatever. Anyway, but basically, so news of something, a decision was made that, and a cut was made as a result of this decision. So it's a news that brings hope again about the child. So who's cut? The child is cut in the network, because I'll show you guys here. It's the news of the child and the network of people who turn the world upside down. Okay, so I do believe that this is indeed news of Mueller doing something, taking people down before. This is what happens between now and the 2018 elections, right? So news about the child that affects the child, and it's news that everybody, these people get cut. So it's like it cuts the network, and the network related to the child, but it's ultimately news about the child. And so here we have. Interesting. I don't know what this means. So I feel like it's like people cheating. I think this is like people giving information to Mueller. This is a good lady. I don't know who that is. That looks like Kellyanne Conway, maybe. Who knows? Or maybe, look, does it look like Kellyanne? Looks a little bit like Kellyanne. A false person. So there's a woman who's giving out information to Mueller. Could be Hope Hicks. Okay. And bereavement, meaning these women or this woman brings the guy down. And it's a rich girl. Look. Oh, look. It's Ivanka. Ivanka. Oh my God. So I feel like, this, and then at the end she has success in love. I think what this means ultimately is that people betray Trump. Okay, probably maybe Hope Hicks, another woman. There's a bereavement at the center. So I think ultimately here it means, I think this is Ivanka. And the fact that the couple is referenced here, I believe this means it will affect, it's probably related to Jared. Like whatever happens affects the marriage of Ivanka, and it probably affects Jared. So this was public. This is, yeah, and really here another card that confirms is the snake. This is a card of the public here at the beginning. This is a card of the snake. Another confirmation of the vibe of this part. And so what happens during the actual, this is the moment that we wanted to find out more about, okay? What happens at the actual elections. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it has not, exactly. That's what it is. That's not, has not been resolved. So, okay, this is the, I feel like this is a time of like when the actual election happens. So what are we going to see? This is a wrong values, the wrong shady values and recognition. So I feel like the people who have these shady wrong values are recognized, but I think in the sense of like, we know who you are now. We understand that you're shady and that you can't be trusted. And this is a harvest, a deal. So recognition through a deal. Okay, let's see here. Positive harvesting and recognition through a deal. Let's see what the whole thing means altogether. And there's change. We're happy about a change. And we have the snake here, which we'll have to look into more, but this is a poverty, okay, and the snake. So I feel like, I wonder what this means. If it means it's still, I feel like what this means is that we know that those people who are snakes created poverty in a way or another. So because we're happy, I don't think we're happy about the snakes, but we're happy. I have to show you more, but let's see here. So recognition, like the shady people are seen for what they are, and we move on to like kind of like a happy feelings, or like we're happy about a change that's coming. Okay, so there's a deal, interesting recognition of the deal that was made with the snake. It's possible that I think what it's saying here, that we know what went on, but we're happy with the change and we have to watch the snakes. So they're not gone completely. So I pulled out the cards here, and what it says, the other ones, it's like the thoughts. So this is people, somebody looking in the mirror and you know, wondering about something, and it gets a letter. This could also be votes. Okay, so then there's a change. So I think it means that we want to vote, like we want change. The thoughts meaning what we yearn for in a way. We want change. And there's a journey. And I think it means the people leave. Like whoever was here before, they have to leave. And they're like unexpected money. I would interpret this as meaning we get more. Like once they leave, things get a lot better. Something unexpectedly good happens in the sense of like, but once these people leave, we want change, right? We want the letter, meaning probably I'm thinking it could be votes, just because it's the same letter, messages, right? We want, and this votes create change, and change makes other shady people leave, and then there's like good fortune in the end. And I also pulled out here happiness, flowers. This is the bouquet. Okay, so it means that there's like happiness. Days will be filled with pleasures come true. Fate has so willed the best unto you. Okay, so I think we'll get what we want, but there's a lot, you know, the people have to be removed. They have to leave. They have to travel. Let's just, you know, the last question I'm curious about, that Lucienne said, the election tempering has not been resolved. So let me just ask as the last part here, will the election tempering have been resolved completely by the time? Because what I see here, because I see the snake, I feel like people will be on high alert, and it is very possible that things will change. It's showing here people leaving and change and not new beginning, but people voting for something that creates change, and there's like a new shift, okay? But I want to know, is the voting system, has it been cleared has the election tampering been resolved? Okay, will it be cleared? Okay. Interesting. So this is living room, which we've said is like the comfort of your own home. Little child. Little child, look, dote hard. This is a cross between Kim and Trump. Okay. I don't know. So this is a living room, meaning comfort. The home, also the home of the child, theft. So I feel like you could also wonder if it's sort of like White House-ish. The little child stole, right? So there's theft here. So the little child theft. And then great happiness. I feel like there's happiness because here at the end, the last card is a court person. It's a judge. So I feel like we're all in the end, we will have recognized that the little child stole the living room. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like the little child got to the house by stealing. And that brings us happiness to understand that has been, I feel like the last card is the court card, meaning court person, meaning it was recognized as being a crime. So we're happy about it. Okay, so yes, indeed. Let's see here with the Lenormands what they say. Yeah, I feel like it's saying the garden, the public gets a gift. The public is happy again in a sense, okay? And here's the dog. So the public has allies in the gentleman. I think it's probably Mueller here, okay? So it's confirming this idea that and it seems so strange, guys, because it's like so far away and so close, right? I feel like there's just all the cards are saying, all of them, I think pretty much are saying that there's a lot of change to happen. So we have here, the public is happy. The public gets a gift, and the public has a friend in Mueller, probably. Okay, so this is a good connection to what was just looked at. Yeah, oh, here. Oh my God, it's totally Mueller, guys. I don't want to show you all the other cards because it's not necessary, but really here, look, the Mueller card. Right on top below the gentleman. So yeah, so I feel like definitely I feel like the public is happy because Mueller, it's almost like Mueller gives us a gift of like joy and understanding, like the good, the right things. And he's a friend of the society. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah, guys, so that's it. Okay, wow, that was kind of intense. So wow. Do you have, I feel like maybe, we shouldn't go too much longer. It's like 9:44. It's like 94 minutes. We'll just go, today was a little shorter than usual. But wow, that was, I don't know what you guys, I thought it was very interesting. Maybe it's because I have all these new cards that give yet another layer of meaning to everything. I like them because it gives the kind of like a fresh perspective. Okay. So oh my God. Oh my God. Julie said, oh my God. Yeah. No, that's good. So you think, oh my God. Yeah, no, I'm good. But did you guys have, did you like these new cards? I like them. Do you like them? I don't know. I feel like it gives me how do you say it? It becomes more painterly, almost like it's more, everything is more layered. The more different types of cards I add, the more it confirms specific things, but at the same time, it adds a little bit more color, right? I mean, not that it needed necessarily, but I think it gives, I really like these new cards that have the court cards. Okay, I like that they have this. I like the, you know, the legal, the court, the judge, this and that. Prison, my favorite card. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm good, guys. But I love, you know, I love getting together with you guys because it's oh my God, to tax exact. Oh my God. Donna said, don't forget to tax that 70. Oh my God, disgusting. Disgusting. But I hope, you know, he's gonna be gone. I think so. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, so they can get, you know, tax breaks for their, what is it, private airplanes. All right, guys, it was amazing. So I'm gonna, you know, work on those more meditations later. But I think for now, you know, we'll have that. I'll just let's you know, keep on going, guys. It's gonna be okay. That's what the cards keep saying. Hey, let's trust them. We're gonna win in the end. Okay. Bye, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye. Bye. Yeah. Oh my God. Talk about the circle. Oh my God, it's so disgusting. I don't think she really exists even. Yeah. Bye, guys. Aloha. Good night.